So one of the beauties of having a bandsaw is it can not only cut in a straight line, it can cut in a curvy line. So for example, on my test cut here, I've got a curvy pencil line drawn, and I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how the saw can follow that line. We're going to have the saw running, so I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it, and then I'm going to turn the saw off when I'm part way through, and I'm going to come back and talk about a couple more things. So here we go. Okay, so I've just stopped the cut, and I wanted to point out a couple of things. Firstly, you may have noticed that in around the blade here, there was some sparks flying. That might be a bit disconcerting, but the reality is it's perfectly normal. The guide blocks are made out of a ceramic material, and as the steel rubs against them, it can create small sparks. So don't be upset about the sparks, they're perfectly normal. The second thing is, you may have noticed that when I was cutting, in order to get around the corners, sometimes I'd back off just a little bit, adjust the angle and come in again. That's one way to get around tight corners if you have to. Lastly, I want to just talk about reversing out of a cut. Normally you'll just complete the cut all the way through, but if you get to a point where you've got to reverse, it's important to stop the saw, make sure the blades come to a complete stop as it is now, and then just very carefully and gently wiggle the piece out. If it gets to a point where it gets stuck and you pull it, you'll pull the saw out of the guides, and chances are it's going to come off the wheel inside. And so we don't want to do that. We just want to work our way carefully and make sure that the blade stays in the guides as we reverse our way out of the cut. Oops. And we can pull it out. Please, whatever you do, don't go, even on a straight cut, if you go in and then you just pull straight back out, you can pull the blade out of the guides, and if it's still running, a disaster is about to ensue.